Fish on.
Really nice looking fish.
Woo! I love it.
That's a hog.
Woo! Oh yeah, bring him up to me. It's a nice fish.
Nice job. That is a tank. Nice job, you two.
Lund Boats proudly presents the ultimate fishing experience. This week on Lund's The Ultimate Fishing Experience, Target Walleye editor Brett McComas knows from experience that the next generation of anglers have got some serious talent. So sharing his time as a boat captain for local high school anglers not only gives him the satisfaction of helping to mentor a new crop of avid anglers and giving back to the local fishing community, it's also a chance for him to meet new anglers and learn a few things from their unique perspective of youth. Brett met Layla Longo during a Lund Ultimate Fishing League event and couldn't help but notice just how good she was at drop shotting for largemouth. Well, she was more than good. She's a hammer. And just like Brett, she's humble and still learning. The lifelong love of fishing is alive and well with Layla and the next generation.
Oh, another one. Are you serious, Layla? Hey everybody, this is Brett McComas with Target Walleye, but today Layla Longo and I are gonna mix it up, do a little multi-species largemouth bass fishing, maybe some panfish. It's kind of gloomy. I think we're gonna get some rain finally, and hopefully that's enough to make these fish get snapping. But that's why I brought the hammer with me, so we'll get it dialed in. Should we get going?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Well, it's end of August. It has been a really dry, hot summer, and lakes are just fishing weird around here. The water's so low, so down that we're heading to a lake today it's shallow, kind of a bowl, dirty water, the type of lake where typically fish are gonna be shallow, up under docks, trees, whatever, but the problem on a super low water drought year is those docks that had 1.5 feet of water under them now have 6 inches of water. And so those fish have pulled out, sucked out to deeper water, and we're gonna have to switch it up from normal. Go deeper, look for some structure out in a featureless bowl, but if you can find something different, whether it's a little hard spot, a little patch of rock, or a little patch of weeds, or bluegill beds, or something that stands out, fish will congregate there, and I don't know, I think we're gonna have to finesse them today. Normally dirty water using big bulky baits, but just been a little funky with the hot temps, and all of a sudden now we get the first upper 40 degree, low 50 degree night. But I brought the hammer with me, local Brainerd Warrior High School fishing student. I hear you're pretty good with the drop shot.
Yep, I've been fishing the drop shot for about 4 years. I mean, I haven't been fishing bass that long, but as soon as I started, I picked up the drop shot and I've never wanted to put it down. And it's just such an awesome bite and it's fun fish to fight with it.
For sure. You're gonna fill me in on your secrets today?
I'll teach you everything I know.
I heard you got the hook set dialed in.
Oh yeah, you just got to get the perfect reel set in there. You know, you can't overhook it. It's a super sharp, tiny hook. It'll go right through that fish's mouth. If you overset it, you'll lose the fish. It's just a perfect, just lift up the rod, almost like you're ice fishing.
I can already tell this is gonna be a good day, and you're gonna have to carry the team, but you know what? We'll see what we can figure out, and we'll find some bass. There's a few sitting right before the lip where it starts to dip off. Yeah, there's just little fish scattered all along this strip. It's so the hump kind of tops off behind us. It's like 9-10 feet, and then it dips off into 14-15. And on other lakes, it wouldn't really be considered a steep break, but on this lake, when you can go from 10 feet to 14 in a boat length, that's a steep drop off, and it's just enough to kind of congregate them on that lip. There's a bass. That'd be a good one to start the day on if I can actually get it in the boat. He bit like a bluegill, a peck, and I just for the heck of it swung into it. This super dirty water, you don't really know how big they are until they come and jump. but it's a huge one. Holy smokes. Oh, should we net this one?
Do you want me to grab you the net?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll test your net skills. Get that thing in.
Oh, man. Oh, we dug down.
Here she comes.
Oh.
Nice, thank you, Layla. That's a bruiser.
That thing is beautiful.
Well, ready to go home.
Okay, day's complete now.
Whoa, thank you.
Look at the gut on that thing.
Yes. Well, first fish of the day, and
Success.
to get the kicker fish out of the way is kind of a nice problem to have. See if I could pop that drop shot out of there. It just inhaled it. There we go. I cheated, I put a little chartreuse spike it on there. This water's so dirty, and I'm seeing fish on the side imaging and stuff, but it's like they can't find your baits, so. Brighter, gaudier. Man, what? This is gonna be a fun day. Get that guy back. Hopefully that's a little indicator of how the day goes, but you know what? Sometimes it's just that one bite that makes the whole trip. So typically these dirty water lakes, I'm using big, bulky baits, move a lot of water, and the tough thing is we've finally had a couple of cool nights, like kind of cold fronts after having 90 degrees every day all summer. Now all of a sudden we got high 40s, low 50s, and so we're having to finesse and use small baits and slow down. But the water clarity is less than a foot. So for those fish to find that bait, I finally put on a little bright chartreuse craw on a drop shot, and I only went with the craw because it's got more flappers to move water, but on a drop shot, it's still very subtle and barely moving. Oh, I just missed one. And dipped it in a little chartreuse for a brighter contrast. It's just trying to get these baits to stand out and move water, but still be really finessey and find that happy balance. Really strange. It's a really strange scenario, honestly.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Mercury Marine. Go boldly.
There's one. Ooh.
Oh my
He's
God.
coming up for a jump. Was. It's not a giant, but he acted like he was for a little bit. He just took off screaming. Normally that means they got friends down there and they don't want their buddies to have a chance at the bait. Not a big one, but when they smack it like that, I don't know. Normally that means there's other fish down there. He's got friends and he doesn't want anybody else to get that bait before him. All right, so the three things I got on the deck right now, I got about 20 rods in the rod locker because I wasn't sure what it was gonna be, but a drop shot with a little craw, and then obviously you can't talk finesse without having a Ned rig. And I have two Ned rigs on, but they're kind of different options. One of them is something that moves a little bit more water. So the challenge today, how to be finesse yet stand out in really dirty water. So this Lake Fork ring fry with the big ribbed ends, you can fish it really slow, but yet it's moving water, it's putting out bubbles, it's making vibration, all while just barely dragging it on bottom. And June bug is just one of those colors that dirty water, it shines. And especially on sunny days, those green flakes kill it. And then the other Ned rig that I have on, I went with Max Scent, black blue. Black blue is just a great dirty water color. And Max Scent, man, I'm looking for any advantage I can have in dirty water. And for them to be able to smell it, taste it, find it, eat it, I want any advantage I can have in this dirty water. And then a drop shot. Normally I go with like little minnow and perch profiles, but just wanted something with a few more appendages to move water so that even if that bait is sitting still and I'm just wiggling it in place, it's just putting that motion out so they can feel it, know where it's at. And all three of them are on 7 to 7.6 medium light spinning. And medium light sounds like a walleye rod, but when you're finesse bass fishing, to have that soft, mushy tip to load up and just reel into them with these tiny little Nico hooks, using like #2 drop shot hooks and little Ned rig jigs, and it's just that medium light, you're gonna land way more fish with that mushy tip. Ooh, nice. You didn't even say anything, I just heard a leap. A boat flip, or you want a net?
I can get the boat flip on this one, I think. I'm pretty sure. When I seen the flip, he wasn't. Oh, yeah, I can boat flip him.
Nice.
Maybe. Jeez.
Ooh.
Pull and drag.
Atta girl.
Finally, right? Good to get one on the board.
It's pale in the dirty water. Nice job.
Just
How did it bite?
Destroyed the bait. Oh, it was more of like a panfish bite and then just a heavy thunk. You know, I thought I was just getting messed with for a second and then felt that dunk and instantly knew it was a bass.
You swear it's a bluegill, tick, 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 tick. It, like, sometimes it is, but
You think just leave my bait alone?
yeah, something's got him fussy today. But it was nice of it to come say hi to you.
Yeah, right? A little beautiful jump on that fish.
You were
Really
trying
energetic.
You were trying to hide it from me. I didn't hear you say anything, and then all of a sudden I just hear whoosh.
I was really set on catching that fish, you know, the first fish of the day. You gotta
Focused. You were focused.
fish.
Atta girl.
Oh, this is a nicer one.
Oh, I'm coming with the net.
Don't knock over my Red Bull.
I mean, that was kind of back to back. Now you're just showing off. Ooh, nice one. Where'd you go, buddy?
Should be coming up right here.
Oh, it's making me do one of them backhanded ones. Nice job.
Ooh,
There you go.
another beautiful fish.
Way to go.
Another beautiful fish today. This is great. More. Hopefully those fish continue to pick up on the bite and get some more in the boat.
Nice job. That's back to back. I gotta switch up something now. I might be busting out another one of those orange crays.
Hey, it's the Red Bull.
It's the Red Bull. Yeah. The Red Bull gives you fish.
See, that's the most frustrating part for me. You know, you're fishing with the live scope, you're scanning around everywhere, you're seeing the fish, and you just can't get them to bite. You mean, you're smacking them in the head with your bait, but they're just not eating it. It's so frustrating it's like, oh, there's one. Okay, he just doesn't want the bait.
Yeah.
And you know, most of the time I'm not even watching it and I'm catching my fish, and I'm like, oh, hey, there was a fish over there, right? You know, like. And you know, you're just scanning around, and it's super fun when you do catch a fish while watching the screen, because it's super nice. And you're like, okay, yes, this works. Like, this is the right thing to be doing. But when they don't want to bite it, you're like, was this thing even worth it?
Right, that's definitely like one of the disadvantages of it. I mean, you know all the advantages of live forward-facing sonar, but you get around a group of fish, you know you're fishing in fish, and if they're not hungry and there's nothing you can do to make them hungry, you still sit there staring at your screen like, there's 8 fish down there, I'm not going anywhere. I'm trying all these different baits, all these different techniques. You get screen locked is what I call it. And if you didn't have that live forward-facing sonar, you'd have been on to the next spot after 15 minutes of not catching a fish and finding active fish. And so, yes, it's an advantage, but at the same time, don't get stuck staring at non-hungry fish.
I've been fishing my whole life. I mean, pretty much as soon as I could hold a pole in my hand, I've been fishing. As soon as I was able to grasp the concept of fishing, my dad was teaching me everything he could and everything he knew. He never had anyone to take him fishing when he was younger, so he wanted to give me and my brother that opportunity all the time. And me and my brother have been fishing together. And then we joined the team. I was in 6th grade, and we learned it was bass fishing, so we instantly started buying all this tackle, and we started getting new boats, and just really got into it. And then now it's just paying off, and we're going to tournaments, and we're going to nationals and team championships, and it's just such a great experience.
Oh, another one. Are you serious, Layla? You need a net?
I can't really tell. I mean, oh, whoa there, bud. Oh yeah, you want to, I can boat net.
I got the assist
Okay.
here. I got to do something. I'm
You
just
gotta do
standing there while you
something.
catch fish. Nice job.
Oh, thank you, he just unhooked himself.
Love that.
Got another one of the same size fish there. Beautiful fish.
When are you gonna teach me your secrets? I mean, I'm just standing here. I'll net for you. I'm good with that.
Beautiful color. It's covered in slime again. Just wipe it on the pants and keep fishing.
All right, so you just went back to back to back, so I had to switch up colors, but you know what? If she wants to catch all the fish, I will gladly net them all. Oh no, I'm totally good with that. And that's one of my favorite things about fishing is watching other people catch fish and getting them on fish and getting kids and youth excited about fishing. And I actually met Layla, like 4 or 5 years ago now. I was a boat captain for a local Lund, actually, Ultimate Fishing League. It was a multi-species league that I helped kind of create the format for around the Brainerd area, and it was just a point system where you don't just have to get excited about catching a bass and be bummed if you accidentally catch a northern or a bluegill or whatever. So it was point system based on length for any different species. There's one. And so I had the chance to fish with you on the local river. We're gonna go for the boat flip on the Finesse gear, which is always scary. You know what? Thank you, Layla, because I switched to that orange crayfish and now I can finally catch one. But yeah, I think I've done probably 15 local high school fishing tournaments now as a boat captain, and you meet some really fun, cool new people, and no matter what, you always learn something from whoever you're in the boat with. And anytime you can introduce somebody new to the sport, young or old, man, I'm all about it.
Kayaking.
The buzzards. That's so sketchy. Just doing the circle of death up there.
There's so many of them too. Ooh.
You're getting really dialed in. You want a net?
No, I can flip this one.
You're a natural.
Oh, woo-hoo. Oh, that was a perfect catch there.
It actually was.
The perfect size on that fish to catch right there. There you go.
Nice job.
It's another beautiful fish today. Go ahead and release this one too.
What's your secret? How you working that bait?
I'm just doing a slow retrieval.
Dragging it? Are you hopping it?
Just dragging it back to the boat. Letting those craws on there do its own thing. It's gonna flow through the water and create its own movement. Fish.
I'm casting right where you just threw that.
That is just fine. That is just fine.
And you know what? I think I just saw you cast out to like 18 feet of water. I think that's another part of your secret is you're just a little farther off that edge.
Well, you know, you go any further onto the edge, you're just catching all the weeds and it makes it kind of difficult. So I'm in his whip. It's not coming up. There we go. Might be the best one so far at this spot. He's got a little more of a gut on him, about the same length as all the other ones.
What do you think? A little storm moving in? They're starting to bite a little bit?
Go ahead and release this one as well.
Oh.
Give us a little goodbye wave there.
How did you teach him how to do that?
Years of practice, years of practice.
No way. Well, that couldn't have been any better. I've been running this Lund 2025 Impact XS for 2 seasons now, and I literally could not be happier. The layout is just perfect for anything that you want to do. As a family boat, I have a 3-year-old daughter, and it's just perfect for family, for fun, for cruising, for pulling up on the beach, but man, is it fishy. And I love the big open layout of it with those narrow gunnels on the sides. Tons and tons of storage. I mean, the rods is ridiculous. Under my feet, I think I've got about 18 rods shoved in there. There's another rod locker on the side. The storage system for the tackle trays underneath the console is incredible. It's so easy to stay organized. Slide it out, grab what you want, and shut it, and you don't even know it's there. People's minds get blown when you first slide that drawer out. And then those jump seats in the back. Like I was talking with this layout just being so open and friendly for whatever you want to do. I've got 2 other seats that I hardly even put in here because with those jump seats, they pop up. You can have 4 people sitting comfortably riding between spots. And then when you get there, flip them down and you got a big casting deck in the back. This is the fishiest, best multi-species boat I've ever been in. And where I live in central Minnesota, you don't really just bass fish or just walleye fish or just whatever. You do a little bit of everything. And this is just such a great boat where it can handle the big water, windy days with the windshield and the hull, but I can also go out and catch a 5-pound largemouth out of it, get in skinny water, boat flip them in, and Man, just all around with the 200 Pro XS on the back, she moves and sounds mean. I literally could not be happier. Here it comes. We knew it was coming. It was flirting with us all day. What do you think? We've got a bunch here, but they've been kind of average fish. Do you think we should take one more stop at a kicker fish spot, see if we can get a big dog in the boat before it really starts coming down?
Let's pull a Hail Mary and just get one big one before we leave.
All right, let's bounce. Let's go hit that next spot. Game time. Actually, I'm gonna go to that 40-foot one. Oops, there's dropping down right on his head. Oh, he didn't even react. He didn't even turn or anything. Huh. It's a thick one too, or thicker. There's one. I can't tell. Oh, it's a nice one. Okay, it was worth making one more spot
It was
stop.
worth the 5 more minutes.
All right, he's right at the boat. Ready? Oh, he even gave us a jump. Nice. Nice net job. That is awesome. The last go big or go home spot doesn't always pan out, but sometimes it does. We made one more quick stop, trying to get a big bite at the end of the day. All I know is you beat me on the numbers today, but I got lucky and got a couple of big dogs.
Size on there.
Yeah, thank you for putting up with me. And
Yeah, of course.
man, there's nothing better than getting out in the boat with the next generation of fishing, and the next generation of fishing is good. They're hammers. They're better at technology than a lot of us old guys, and so the learning curve is cut drastically, but you nailed it today. Thanks for letting me get to set the hook on a couple of them.
Course.
Thanks for joining us. If you'd like more information, check out lundboats.com or these other online outlets.